Hi.
Hi.
So, Estonian Academy of Arts.
Yep.
When I watch your Vimeo, there is so many different stuff. There is a lot of exercise in the school, or is it your personal exercise? And
It's my personal stuff because before I went to this school, I already did some animations and I worked in a commercial studio. And why I went to the school was because I wanted to make this kind of things like festival films.
okay,
Yeah.
so it was a good choice to go there.
Yeah. I'm really happy I went there. Yeah.
There is an incredible dynamic and energy in the film. We will see the absurdity maybe after that, but first the dynamic and the energy. When you see a film like that, it seems strange that you have a really great storyboard and things more like an improvisation, but maybe I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
Good.
Because I made like really simple, like on post-its, really like they don't look the same at all. They just tell like the basic camera angle and like how big the character should be. So I kind of decided on the dynamics when I was on it already. So, and yeah, the editing was like also really like dynamic process. Like it came together like in the last week, I think, when it started to actually work. So,
So you try to, when I said there is maybe no storyboard, the storyboard was there, but you try to get the same energy at each time. When you draw, when you shoot, when you edit, you try to have this energy again.
Yeah, like I just like because I hadn't done much drone animation before. If you see my Vimeo channel, there's nothing from drone animation before. So yeah, I just experimented with like just tried to make as loose line as I could, or as loose line as it's acceptable. So yeah.
It's kind of a nonsense movie at one point.
Yeah.
How did it came from all of that? It's because again, when we see that kind of film, we can say, okay, there could have been a lot of things going on. How do you pick them? And
yeah, I think I just basically came up with the craziest idea I could. Maybe I could have gone even crazier, but I just tried to keep it as it would still fit into the world. And I think I just had like 6 different hallucinations, and I just picked 3 of them, and also asked different people what do they think about it, and just there was like an audience vote already there.
what is interesting is you play with them. You don't. It's not like you have a crazy idea and it's like that, and you put another one really quickly. You take time to use that crazy idea.
Yeah, and kind of this dialogue with the audience came later as well, and then it, I think at least that it held it together, the story, the dialogue between the bikers and the audience.
There is not a lot of music. You play with sound. Well, there is some music.
It's only like drums.
On background,
yeah,
but that's it. It's on background.
Yeah.
Did you play with the sound from the beginning, again, from the storyboard?
No, it came like also in the last month, because it's my first film, and I was really couldn't think on 2 different and at so many sides of the film. So I just luckily I met my friend was really interested in making it, and he had a clear vision how it should sound, and I had no clear vision. And yeah, I saw the Birdman. I really like this soundtrack, and it only or mostly uses the drums. And then I just figured like just use the drums. Maybe the rhythm will work in the similar manner. Yeah.
You have a lot of transformation of the drawings in the film. Did you have any references? Because like you said, you didn't do a lot of them before, film like that. So do you?
My main influence is Masaki Uasa. He's like totally crazy in this kind of transformations and wide angles, and this was a huge inspiration for me.
Okay, that's good, because I put Mind Game on my thing, and I said maybe you don't want. Okay, that's really something you learn and you
From that I don't know if I before the film went through it frame by frame, but just recently I just watched it again because one of the craziest and best animations done.
And it's quite a crazy film also. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
because it's easy to. Okay. Now, because it's easy when we saw Estonia, of course, to talk about Pritpan was like this huge, but I felt like it was from something else and somewhere else. So,
but I still took some inspiration from Brit as well, and from the wide World Wide Web also. And
you're still in school now, or
yeah, I'm
finished?
continuing in the masters. Not sure how long.
So we're not going to talk about Prit.
Let's not talk about that.
Est-ce qu'il y a une question? Do you have any question in the room? Yes.
Pour ce qui est du déroulement de l'histoire, est-ce que ça s'est fait en amont, donc est-ce que ça a été réfléchi avant, ou est-ce que pendant la création de l'animation, ça a joué sur l'histoire, quoi?
Yeah, the second one is correct. I had like an initial story, and then I just started to animate it, and then I kind of understood how the characters work and what story could work, and then I changed the story. Like the cigarettes thing was the kind of the latest thing that was added to the story. So there was some, and somehow luckily it all came together. So I'm really happy. Yeah.
There is a lot of space in your drawing, a lot of white, thing. It was to, I don't know, when you leave a space like that, sometimes it's for the audience also to put, a lot of things in it. Let's have a simple question. There is a lot of people from the audience coming to you after a screening saying, I've seen that in the film, or your film is about something, and I've crazy theory about the film? No?
I didn't understand the question.
There audience?
That there is some bigger meaning behind the film?
Yeah,
or?
Somebody come to you and say, okay, I understand what you want to say about that.
In Venice I had some, but I couldn't understand how he just said like it's about life, right? So there is a meaning behind it, of course, but I like to keep it open. I think there is different ways to see this film. I hope, at least. Yeah. What do you
plan to do? I know you didn't finish school, but maybe after school.
I'm already working on the school film, so I probably will finish this one. And I'm working in a studio in Estonia, small one. And we got funding for a film, and now I'm an art director on this one, so there's lots of work to do.
Is it, Pritpan said once that it's cool to have fundings in Estonia because it's on alcohol and tobacco. Yeah. So when people are depressed, they drink a lot of alcohol, and when they're happy, they drink a lot of alcohol. Yeah. So there is always funding.
There's always celebration or a necessity for alcohol. So I'm really happy to be here at the party. So,
so animation is still really well in Estonia today.
Yeah, it's really sad when you hear this news that they want to ban these alcohol commercials, because this also means that we get less money.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.